Good day, buenos dias, and welcome to another video. Today we are here at the Singapore racetrack, where one of the biggest events that goes on in Singapore happens every single year, the Singapore Grand Prix. And there's nothing here. It's completely empty. They've completely taken everything down. So here on the right you've got the paddocks. This is where all your really rich people have their tickets, and all this down here, these are the team garages. It's pretty just insane that they just leave this back track open, allow anybody on, walk down. I wonder, look there, you can see the lines of where the cars come in, and then down there behind me is the pit exit. Now I'm going to just take a walk down the track and see if we can find the checkered line. So everything, basically all this here, I'll try and get a few shots of what it's like when the race is on, just a few like stock footage shots of the race. But all this is grandstands, and everything that's behind it is like just hospitality, food, drinks, toilets, just walkways. I'm literally walking on the circuit where these spectacular cars drive down at hundreds and hundreds of miles an hour. So this is the starting line. I might just go sit myself where most likely Max Verstappen will sit, on the front row. This is where he sits. Boom, right here, front row. This is what it'd be like, looking around. Crazy. But there's nothing here. I think we're going to take a little wander down to the last corner, the Singapore Flyer, which unfortunately is not on at the moment. And then in the distance, those big cloud domes that you can see. Sorry to interrupt on the home straight, but I am currently just on the Anderson Bridge, which is another section of the Singapore F1 circuit. This whole thing basically gets turned into a racetrack as well. The cars fly up there with this beautiful Victoria Memorial Hall in the background, and then shoot off down past Marina Sands and make their way back to where you are now. Let's cut back to the main straight. Now I just met a nice British couple from Nottingham, and they said that they were trying to get tickets for the Formula One last year. They cost them, for the cheapest ticket, $1,000. Now when I came in 2017 and 2018, I didn't pay more than $350, $400. So you can just see how much. I'm gonna have to put my sunnies on. I'm squinting. It's changed, and I think a lot of that change is, well, the growth of Singapore, but also things like the Netflix season has brought in a lot more fans. So here is the last corner. The famous Singapore Airlines artwork is all down the side, and this is the checkered flag where the race would end. I'm gonna go stand myself on the checkered flag. Woo! Pretty cool. Singapore Grand Prix, the circuit. So I'm gonna walk down to the back corner. This is where I sat myself for the qualifying session in 2017. I sat myself on this back corner, and you can see the cars fly around that back corner and then fly down the home straight with all the lights shining down. It's pretty spectacular. Over here is the pit lane, where you can only enter at a maximum speed of, I believe, 50 miles per hour. So I should be alright to enter. Beautiful. Look at this view of the city. What an incredibly aesthetic city. So this is where all the stands are, down here, and then all the way down the back. I just find it so great that they leave it open to the public just to come down and explore. So I'm going to take a little wander down to the one of the main grandstands that looks out over the marina. This is where I sat in 2018 when I came and watched, had a grandstand ticket. And you see them fly down. It's not a great place to see any overtakes, but to be fair, not much of Singapore is. I did a little bit of research, did some chat GPTing, and I got some information. I've got some information for you. Doing the garden work, keeping it nice and trim and proper. I asked for some information with regards to the Singapore Grand Prix. So this is some of the stats that I got. The Singapore Grand Prix is a Formula 1 race held annually since 2008. I believe it was the first full night race, so there's other night races that happen, but a lot of them do actually start in the sort of twilight evening and then head into the night. But in Singapore it is fully dark. Let's see, the current lap record for the Singapore Grand Prix is held by Kevin Magnussen, who set a time of 1:41. Now I'm not sure if that is still the record. The race is held at night to minimise the impact of Singapore's hot and humid climate, which I totally understand. It is absolutely boiling right now, and I probably will be getting a little bit of sunburn. Famous acts like Rihanna, Mariah Carey, Bon Jovi. Who else? When I was here, I think it was Liam Gallagher and the Chainsmokers. They were performing live. And the whole circuit around the full city, it does head over into the Marina Bay, is 3.1 miles long. So all the stats have been done there. I'm going to flip the camera around. We're going to have a little waddle down to the other main grandstand and try and get out of the sun a little bit because it's absolutely boiling. So we've now made it to the main grandstand, which looks out over good old Marina Bay. As you can see behind me, this big old structure. So the cars fly down this side, hit the red apex, and then straight underneath the tunnel, and then loop the way round, swing a right, loop the way around to where we've just walked. And this here, I believe, is like a football pitch. One of the coolest football pitches I'd ever play on. Wild. I don't know why they don't have it open, but that view over the city and the firework display that they put on after the F1 once it finishes over Marina Bay, everything lights up. It's a pretty big grandstand. It'd be interesting to know how many seats it can hold. I mean, I'd take a wild guess, there's got to be over 10,000 seats in there, easily, maybe even more. I don't know, drop a comment below how much you think. But yeah, I'm going to finish this video here. This has been the Singapore F1 circuit when the race isn't on. Taking a walk, taking a stroll. If you find F1 interesting, you might find it pretty interesting seeing what this track is like when there's no race on. So if you've liked this video, give it a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.